All right, let's just get right into it. Welcome to today's explainer, where we're going to completely flip the script on how you manage your code. Look, if you're a solo developer, it is incredibly easy to fall into the habit of, casual coding. Just kind of throwing things together to see what sticks. We have all been there, praying that a late-night code push doesn't just absolutely break everything. But when you're building a real production-ready application, like a full-stack local market mobile app and backend, that casual approach, it's eventually going to catch up with you. So today, we are taking you from chaos to total control with the ultimate solo developer's Git Blueprint.
So I gotta be honest and ask, are you still pushing all your code straight to the main branch? Hey, don't worry if you are. You're definitely not alone. It's actually by far the most common workflow for developers who are just working on their own. I mean, it feels fast. It feels immediate, right? But the truth is, it's actually a pretty dangerous trap.
To fix this, here's our roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll hit the single branch trap. Then, 2, your new branching blueprint. 3, a day in the developer's life. 4, releases and emergency fixes. And finally, number 5, future-proofing your codebase. By the end of this, we're going to have a rock-solid foundation for your apps.
Okay, section 1, the single branch trap, and exactly why just winging it will eventually break your application. Think about the anxiety of a completely unorganized codebase. When you commit directly to main, you are literally mixing your messy, unfinished work right in with your pristine, production-ready code. It's like trying to remodel your kitchen while you're currently hosting a dinner party in it. Imagine you're halfway through building this super complex feature, and boom, a critical bug pops up in your live app. If you've been pushing everything to main, you can't just deploy a quick fix without also deploying that broken, half-finished code you were just working on. This makes rolling back mistakes incredibly difficult, not to mention stressful. Plus, if your app starts taking off and you want to bring on another developer to help, trying to untangle and change your workflow at that point is just massively disruptive. We really need a cleaner history and way more flexibility.
So how do we untangle all of this? Well, that brings us to section 2, your new branching blueprint, organizing for success.
I want you to fundamentally change how you view your code base. Imagine it as 2 completely separate spaces. Your main branch, that is your pristine showroom. It holds production-ready code only. It absolutely must be kept stable, and you only ever tag releases from there. On the flip side, you have your develop branch. Think of this as the busy workshop. This is your day-to-day integration branch where all the ongoing features, the messy experimentation, all of that happens here, safely tucked away from the showroom floor. Every new feature you build gets merged here first.
So here is exactly how this whole strategy breaks down. You're going to have 2 long-lived branches that will literally always exist in your repository, main and develop. From there, you have 3 types of short-lived branches. You've got your feature branches, like feature/login or feature/chat. You spin these up whenever you start a new piece of work. Then release branches, like release/v1.0.0, which you only create when you're prepping a production release. And finally, hotfix branches. These are reserved strictly for urgent production fixes. Keeping these short-lived branches orbiting around your 2 long-lived pillars, that's the secret sauce for total control.
Now, the best part about setting this up, getting that develop workshop running, is literally just a one-time command. Such a relief, right? You just go to your main branch, pull the latest code, and type git checkout-b develop, and then push it to origin. Bam, that's it. Now both your pristine showroom and your messy workshop exist permanently on GitHub, ready for you to get to work.
Okay, now that the foundation is poured, let's check out section 3, a day in the developer's life, your standard daily workflow.
Let's walk through how this actually looks in a real-world scenario. Say you sit down with your morning coffee, and today's task is building JWT user authentication for your backend. Step 1, you check out the develop branch and pull the latest code just to make sure your workshop is fully up to date. Step 2, you carve out a new isolated space by checking out a new branch. Let's call it feature/authentication. Step 3, you do the actual heavy lifting. You write the code, commit your changes with a nice clear message like implement JWT authentication, and push that feature branch. And finally, step 4, when the work is totally done and tested, you check out the develop branch again, merge your feature right into it, and push to origin. Look at that! You've successfully built a brand new piece of work and integrated it safely into the workshop, and you didn't even touch the production showroom.
Moving right along to section 4, releases and emergency fixes. Basically, shipping and saving the day.
So you've accumulated all these awesome tested features in your develop branch, and you're finally ready to release. The process is so smooth now. You just check out your main branch and merge develop right into it. Because you already did all the messy integration over in the workshop, merging into main is just a clean, confident action. You're literally just taking your polished, finished product, rolling it out onto the showroom floor, and pushing it live.
But what happens when disaster strikes? Because, let's face it, it's inevitable. Say a critical bug, like a total login crash, somehow slips through to the live app. First of all, don't panic. Second of all, whatever you do, do not touch your develop branch. That might be full of half-finished features, remember? Instead, you pull straight from the stable main branch and create a hotfix branch, like hotfix/login crash. This is a short-lived branch made exclusively for emergency fixes. You patch the bug here, test it, and then merge it straight back into main to save the day. Oh, and don't forget to merge it back into develop too, just so the workshop knows about the fix. It is the ultimate emergency protocol.
So, why does doing this extra branching work actually matter so much in the grand scheme of things? That is Section 5, Future-Proofing Your Codebase, paving the way for automation.
Look, taking literally 5 extra seconds to create a branch today is going to unlock so much power for you tomorrow. As a future step, once you're comfortable with this exact workflow, you can easily plug in something like GitHub Actions. Because your branches now have strict, predictable rules, you can set up automation so that every single push to your develop branch automatically runs your test suite. And even cooler, every time you merge into main, it can automatically trigger a production deployment. For a project like yours, this integrates absolutely seamlessly with tools like Expo and EAS for your mobile app, and directly links right into your backend deployment pipeline. This structured approach just completely eliminates friction.
So, I'm going to leave you with this one final thought. A structured Git workflow, it is not just for massive 1,000-person enterprise teams, it is an absolute essential safety net for your own success. Let me ask you, if your app goes completely viral tomorrow and you suddenly need to scale up, squash bugs at lightning speed, or bring on 3 new collaborators overnight, is your code base actually organized enough to handle it? By implementing this blueprint today, you're making sure the answer to that is a resounding yes. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and hey, happy coding!